This week on the Mr. Throwback Thursday Podcast, we bring you hip-hop's B-Girls, 50 Cent costing the Knicks wins, Rock the Bells Festival coming to New Jersey, Suge Knight's case going off the rails, strange stories from Tech N9ne, new music from a friend of the show, a new artist of the month, and a new Hall of Famer to talk about. What else? Let's listen.
It's not just any day. It's Mr. Throwback Thursday.
All you kids want to get on and shit.
You are now about to witness the strength of street knowledge.
I'll be damned. At the count of three, I want y'all to tell me the name of my DJ. 1, 2, 3.
And now, here's your hosts, Bill Winters and Mr. Throwback Thursday himself, Jamie Robinson.
It is week number 587 of the Mr. Throwback Thursday podcast. Welcome, everybody. Mr. Throwback Thursday coming at you live and direct with your two favorite idiots, Bill up in New York, Jamie down in Virginia. How are you, my friend?
I'm well.
Very good.
Yeah, I had a lot of outside work this weekend, but I did get to watch my Knickerbockers. And
yes, that drove me nuts yesterday.
yeah, but I knew they were going to win.
Well, that's why you put a bet on them when they were down 8. I didn't know they were going to win. I said yesterday is the reason why sports drives me nuts. The Knicks were down, 11?
Yeah.
In the fourth quarter?
Yes.
And ended up winning by 1.
Yes.
The Mets were up 7-1 in the 7th inning.
They lost. What did they lose? 8-7?
8-7.
Yeah.
So episode 587 has all of our standard lineup of stuff.
It does.
Lots of hip hop headlines to deal with this
A lot
week.
of them are short articles, but yes, there are quite a number of articles. More numbers of articles than normal.
Yes, and of course, we will have a new school news headline, which as soon as I read it, I was like, that sounds way too much like something he has in the sound bank.
Yeah, I'm going to leave it alone.
And so am I, which is why I didn't say anything yet.
Yep.
But I'm sure when I read it later, it's going to end up in the sound bank.
No idea what when I'm editing, if something comes and I go, wait, what? I don't write down, Bill said this at this time so I can go back and check it later. No.
Unless I say something really, really good.
Well, yes.
Then I have seen the pen go a little bit, and I'm like, I'm done.
But yeah, usually it's in the editing process, and I'll come across something, and I'll go, wait a minute. And I'll run it back and go, yeah, I'm going to need to cut that one out.
That's a snippet.
Yeah, I need to save that one. I don't know what I'm going to use it for, but I need to save it for future use.
I'm sure there's probably 100 things that you've saved that hasn't even been put into the thing yet.
Yeah, there's a few. It's just like the...
It's probably got a folder in your computer called Billisms.
It's just like...
as opposed to Madisms.
It's like the one and dones. You know, when I find one, I put it there, and I don't know if I'll ever use it, but I like to have it there just in case I need it.
Just in case, absolutely. Yeah. We've got Woo News.
We do.
Which, by the way, I did not win the free tickets from Sirius XM to attend the Wu-Tang Clan at Madison Square Garden. I tried.
Can't win them all.
Nope. So far, I'm still 1 for 100.
But the one was a very good one.
Was good. That was a fun day.
Yeah, the game was not, but the day was.
Hopefully, I get that opportunity again coming in the fall here. Which, by the way, we haven't even talked about the NFL draft. Are you happy with your team's draft?
I think so. I'm definitely happy with their first pick.
Mm-hmm.
Because one of the Jets' biggest problems over the past 50 years has been their offensive line.
Right. Them and just about every other team in the NFL.
Yeah. So, no, I'm good with that. I'm glad we didn't pick yet another quarterback.
We did. Giants did.
Yeah, and you already
Not
have
the one everybody thought they were going to have.
No.
I love it, too, because I was following along on the artist formerly known as Twitter, which I do quite often. Mm-hmm. And it's just people who say shit just to say shit.
That's what Twitter is.
And Oh, I could have told you the racist Giants weren't going to take a black quarterback. Motherfucker, they signed two.
And Russell, yeah.
They don't need to draft a black quarterback because he's black.
No.
They signed two quarterbacks who both happen to be black. Mm-hmm. And even though they're both a little long in the tooth, I think can still get it done.
And one is out of his mind.
Jameis is out of his mind. He'll throw anything. Yeah. Russ is out of his mind too, but
yeah, but no. Have you ever listened to Jameis?
Oh, Jameis is crazy.
Pre-game?
Yeah, Jameis is crazy. No, I've listened to him post-game.
Yeah, no, I've heard it pre-game. So it's not like he took one to the head during the game or something.
No, when Jameis gets a mic in front of him, his give a shit level is zero.
Yeah, and he gives speeches on that Cool Keith Met DMX level.
Yes, he does. But then we drafted Jackson Dart out of Ole Miss. Last time the Giants got a quarterback out of Ole Miss, I seem to think he was pretty good.
Yeah, I tend to remember that he was okay.
Yeah, and that was all. Actually, they didn't even draft him, if you remember correctly.
Mm-mm.
They traded for him. They drafted Phillip Rivers in that draft and then made the trade.
Well, that's because his dad said, no, you're not playing for them.
Nope. So, yeah, it worked out pretty well for Eli as a Giant. Yeah. And then the big one that I liked was getting Cam Scattaboo, the little bowling ball running back out of Arizona State. Because that guy's knucking futz, man.
No, it was a good running back class.
Mm-hmm. I think the Giants had one of their best drafts in years.
And when I tell you I said, hopefully we each get a winning record this year.
That would be nice. Even if it's 9-7 apiece or 9-8, record. They play 17 games now. So I'll take 9-8.
Hell yeah!
In the NFC East, that might get you a playoff spot.
It might, yeah.
So, because I don't think anybody's touching the Eagles again.
Probably not.
Washington is going to be good though. So, I mean, I'm not expecting the world out of the Giants, but I'm expecting that they have turned the corner on the bad.
Yes. Which is just as good.
The stench of Daniel Jones will finally leave New Jersey.
Yes.
There's enough stenches in New Jersey to waft over after Daniel Jones left.
Definitely.
So. But no, I was watching and I don't have anything to say about Shedeur Sanders. I think he is a product of what he cultivated, and there's a reason he went 144th in the draft in the fifth round.
He is a product of what his father cultivated,
and him to a lesser extent because he follows he's his own man.
Yeah,
but if he wants to follow his dad's lead and be that way, then
I'm sure Dion leaned in there and said, "Look, I've been through all of this. I know what's going on. I know who you should go to. I know who you should definitely not go to because I know the people in the offices. Whatever, when your dad says, "You saw me. I've been through all this. You need to listen to me." You go, "All right."
Years ago, he said, "If I'm a quarterback and I'm drafted by Cleveland, I run the other way."
Yeah.
His son's a quarterback drafted by Cleveland.
Yeah.
At 144th overall.
And what I really, really hope is that he goes there and he listens to Joe Flacco, who is the quarterback there right now.
Right now, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they have a lot of guys in that room.
Well, yeah, they got him, they got Deshaun, who knows what they're going to do with it. And they got like Kenny Pickett.
Yeah.
So out of those, I would listen to Flacco.
Didn't Cleveland draft two quarterbacks in this draft?
I don't know. I didn't pay that much attention. I was watching basketball playoffs. So.
Yeah, I think they picked somebody before they picked Shedeur.
That's highly possible.
Well, I guess
so. Whoever goes there, listen to Joe Flacco.
Mm-hmm.
He figured something out.
Hello, Mr. Cranky Pants. Brian in the house.
That's definitely the best comment to describe the person commenting.
Yes. If you didn't know who it was, you knew by the comments.
Don't worry, you've missed nothing. We were bullshitting about football.
Yes. Which, by the way, I can't believe now that the draft has happened, we're probably only another couple of months away from the fantasy football draft.
Yeah,
again.
I already got a notification saying I can renew the league now if I want to. I'm waiting until the basketball playoffs are over before I send the announcement out to people. So anybody who happens to hear this, if you want in, Let me know you want in. If you want out,
let me know you want out. Because we got people who would like to take your spot.
Yes. So, and if we have too many people that want out, we can lower it back to a 12-team league.
We can.
I do not want to go to a 16-team league for any reason.
No, because then you get 2 good draft picks, and then you're the drafting, Sisters of the Poor.
Yeah, you're drafting wide receiver 5 for teams.
Yes. Because WrestleMania, don't get me started on WrestleMania. So let's take a look. We have the hip hop headlines we talked about. We have Woo News we talked about. Record of the week, which I'm not surprised.
Yeah. For, once again, it's not from the new artist of the month, but there are occasions where other things need to happen on time. And it runs into the artist of the month. So next week we'll play something. I'm
sure the artist of the month will be next week, which I'm looking forward to, because when you sent it to me, I'm like, I don't know this.
Yes.
And the one and done was another one that I had to go through and look, because
those are usually understandable.
Yeah, because I'm sure you didn't know this one either.
I did not.
So
no. It was, again,
and there's just there's just way too many synonyms for that group at the one and done, and I'm not going to get into them right now. We do have an old to the new from somebody who we've talked about somewhat extensively on this show over the last 586 prior episodes, mostly as the different spelling of the name.
Yes,
and where the punctuation goes.
So, yes. But with someone who's actually been on the show.
Yes, with somebody who has been on the show and is a friend of the show, and we're very excited to once again be able to bring to the masses. So we have an old and the new. I will read some lyrics, of course, and then we will call it a day. But here we are, and we are however many minutes in, and we have not talked hip hop once.
No, we have not.
So we need to rectify that. If you would be so kind, would you please hit me with a little of that Triple H?
Yay.
This is Hip Hop Headlines, brought to you by Mr. Throwback Thursday.
Well, get on it. It's your turn.
I kind of figured it was my turn. So my turn is going to start with All the Ladies Say.
Indeed.
And that is from HarlemWorldMagazine.com. You say, "What's up, Miss Lil? Harlem Center hosts a tribute to hip-hop's B-girls."
Yes.
Which is cool.
Yeah, not the ones that are out there now, not the ones you saw in the Olympics. We're talking 1970s, 1980s B-girls, yeah.
Sunday, April 6th, the Harlem-based Maceless Cinema Center, located at 348 Lenox Avenue, hosted the closeout event for Fresh, Bold, and So Deaf Symposium 2, celebrating women in hip-hop. Special new cut of the documentary, All the Ladies Say, was shown and features the work of B-girls, female breakdancers from the U.S. and internationally as well. Do not mention the Australian.
No.
Breakdancing, a physically demanding.
The Joker was the big one. Like they had all the people who played the Joker. It's like, thank you. And they get to Jared Leto and they're like, not you. Thank you.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, that B-girl ray gun is the not you in this scenario.
Yes. Breakdancing, as we all know, is a physically demanding street dance, long been dominated by male performers known as B-boys. All the Ladies Say challenges that narrative, spotlighting the contributions of B-girls through archival footage, contemporary visuals, and an exclusive interview with Baby Love, who is an early pioneer and former Rocksteady crew member. You better be pretty good to be in a Rocksteady crew.
Hell yeah.
Despite facing barriers, B-girls have claimed space in a male-driven world of hip-hop, inspiring a new generation and expanding the global dance community. Veteran B-girl Rockefeller Anna Garcia, collaborated with her husband, internationally renowned b-boy, hip-hop dancer, and dance historian Quickstep Gabriel Dionisio, to highlight the female breakdancers as well as showcasing the triumphs and challenges that females face in hip-hop culture. Now, the couple founded a group called Full Circle Productions Incorporated, which is New York City's only nonprofit breakdance theater company. So all the ladies say was presented with the encouragement and assistance from Martha Diaz, who is the founder and executive director of the Hip Hop Education Center. This was in collaboration with Lincoln Center for Performing Arts, New York Public Library for the Performing Arts, Mace-Les Documentary Center, and the Irma McLaurin Black Feminist Archive in the SCUA University of Massachusetts at Amherst.
Wow, there's a lot of stuff going on there.
It really is. So this documentary, they did a screening of it. It was followed by a panel, a discussion led by Rockefeller and Quickstep, along with Aruna Vermeulen, who is an award-winning B-girl from Rotterdam. Rotterdam, I believe, in Netherlands?
I'll allow it.
I think. I'd have to look it up now because now I'm not sure. Melissa Negron Ulto, who has an extensive career in hip-hop documentary filmmaking, and she edited this documentary as well.
Oh, nice.
And a B-girl named Peaches Rodriguez, who is a world-class breakdancer whose specialty is popping. Hey, I got one right. Look at that.
Wasn't she in
Rodriguez,
Beat Street?
Yes. She was one of the first women to do popping and was in Beat Street as well. So
I remember Peaches.
Peaches, yes. The B-girls on the panel all agreed that when they first started breaking back in the day, the only way to truly learn the craft was by spending time with more experienced dancers, watching, practicing, and picking up the groove from the masters themselves.
So that's kind of like Kelly in breaking, who had to be taught, and she was watching other, not that she ever became great or anything, but she was part of the TKO crew, and you can't count her out.
Now it's a lot easier with YouTube and TikTok. Aspiring dancers around the world can learn moves by watching and replaying videos until they get blue in the face. But the swag, the groove, that can't be taught through a screen. That you just either got to have or you don't.
Yep.
That comes from being in the mix, surrounded by seasoned dancers, feeling the energy in real time. They also discuss challenges that they have faced throughout the years regarding their femininity, which, there are some people who immediately they see athletic women and immediately, question their femininity.
Right. And again, this is was a male dominated art form. So, if you end up there as a female, especially at that time, you were perceived as manly. And
still dealing with that to a certain extent. So they deal, with getting in shape, dealing with motherhood issues like babysitting, as well as representation of women in pop culture. They asked by a show of hands how many people in the audience were B-girls and B-boys, and 90% of the audience raised their hand. Most of them were from Europe and Asia, too, by the way. So,
well, yeah, and a lot of those are breaking now, because, we've heard it from Adam. We've heard it from, why can't I remember their name? The ones from Russia.
Oh, the Vodka?
Yes. So they get all of our stuff later than we got it, obviously.
Of course.
So they picked up on it later, so that they've still carried it.
So you can find out more information about the documentary and the B-girls that are featured in it. Go to the website, alltheladiessay.com. So
not all the single ladies, but all the ladies.
No, that's something completely different. And it's always good when there's some kind of education about parts of the history of this stuff that we love that some people may not know about. So each one, teach one.
Indeed.
Identical cousins?
Yes. Not necessarily.
And that would be cousins with a Z.
Yes. But identical cousins, that's throwing back, and I want to see who gets that aside from Gail.
This comes to us from hip-hop hopvibe.com, which is a new source because I had to mute them. And I believe this is coming your way.
It is very, very close. Yes.
Pusha T's Cousins with a Z festival is returning to Norfolk, Virginia in August of this year.
I believe it's the day after Alex's birthday. It's the 30th.
It is the 30th.
Yeah, day after Alex's birthday.
Hip hop heads and R&B lovers, mark your calendars. Pusha T's Cousins Festival is officially back for its second annual celebration. The 2025 edition takes place August 30th in Norfolk, Virginia.
Indeed.
Bringing another stacked lineup of artists, DJs, and culture to the heart of the 757.
Yeah, it's just like, I don't even know if it's a couple blocks from Freshtopia.
Festival, which was founded by Pusha T and his Airwave music group, made waves last summer by blending nostalgic legends with the hottest Air, H-E-I-R.
Yes.
By blending nostalgic legends with the hottest current names in music. And this year, the lineup is even bigger. And if you look at the poster, it has T-Pain.
It does.
Lil Kim, DJ Clue, DJ Envy, Backyard Band, DJ Boof, which is just a fun name, Ben Blacken, DJ DC, Izzy the DJ, and the house DJ is going to be DJ Diamond Cuts. It's going to be hosted by Chico Bean and Dominique Da Diva.
Well, there you go.
So I believe last year had Erykah Badu, Jermaine Dupri, and a whole bunch of other local artists. This year, we have the people I just mentioned with Jeezy, T-Pain, and Lil Kim set to headline, offering fans a mix of gritty lyricism, auto-tune anthems, and unapologetic Lil Kim Queen Bee energy.
Wonder who's going to do the auto-tune anthems.
DJ Boof. Just because it's fun to say. Whether you came up on Jeezy's Thug Motivation 101, party to T-Pain's Buy You a Drink, or Lil Kim's Trailblazing Bars, there's something here for every generation of hip-hop. You know, like eating molasses out my asses.
Yes. That's going on the board.
Cousins isn't just about the artist, it's a DJ playground too. DJ Envy of the Breakfast Club is on deck, along with DJ Clue, who is a longtime mixtape pioneer and club favorite. We've talked about DJ Clue many times.
Indeed.
Gail throwing out some facts. T-Pain from down by her way, Tallahassee. Yeah. Their presence brings the old school vibes and party starting energy to the event. In fact, this festival emphasizes the roots of hip hop culture, where DJs were just as iconic as the rappers, if not more so.
More so, yes.
That they supported. Expect everything from turntable tricks to crowd control masterclasses, with DJ sets that remind fans how influential the booth really is.
Not the booth.
And we have no DJ Booth could be instrumental.
Could be.
So, I mean, we've been to shows where the DJ is the main reason why people get hyped up.
Yeah.
Of course, we've been to shows where Dougie Fresh was the main reason people got hyped up.
Well, yes, I'm going to another one of those in July.
We've been to shows where
yes.
Been to those shows. Chub Rock. That's who I was. I drew a blank.
The
Chubster, who is a different energy level from a Dougie Fresh, but Chub can still, motivate a crowd too.
Yeah.
Chub was up there for about 20 minutes that one night.
Yeah.
And did treat me right 3 different times, but that's okay.
But the crowd didn't care.
Nope, because everybody loves to rap. 1990 Chub Rock jumps upon the scene. So, are you going to go to this thing since it's in your backyard?
I'm not. Not for any other reason except, as I stated,
it is your son's birthday the day before.
It's the day before, and that's a Saturday, so it would probably be actually. That Saturday, he will be getting on a plane to fly to the land of the Kiwis.
Really?
Yeah.
He's going to, what's that, Zealand or Australia? New Zealand?
Yep.
What the hell is he going to New Zealand for?
That is where his partner is.
Okay, then.
Yeah. Izzy goes to school there.
well, enjoy losing an entire day on a plane.
Yeah.
But when you fly back, you get it back, I guess. So
Yeah.
that's some Inception shit, man.
Yeah.
I think New Zealand is like flying to the moon.
It may be.
He's probably going to be in the air longer than Katy Perry was.
Well, I would
And
almost
probably
guarantee it.
traveled farther too.
Yes.
So
And he cannot open his door from the inside.
no. No, they have air marshals to prevent that shit.
Yes.
So jet lag. Ooh. I'd have to sleep for a week.
Well, I would
would.
sleep the majority of the way there. So
I'd probably sleep on the plane. I could sleep on a picket fence.
Yeah.
So I would
I wouldn't
sleep on the way
recommend it,
there and probably sleep on the way back too.
Yeah.
Because I'm not flying the plane. They don't need me awake.
nope.
So I wish him safe travels.
Yeah.
And
That's the
if
day after
anybody
his
else
birthday,
down your way wants to go and let us know what it was like, by all means, hit us
and
up.
if you're going, swing by Freshtopia beforehand. I'm pretty sure that if you purchase things, I cannot guarantee it. I'm not speaking for B or Boss Lady, but I have seen it done in the past there. If you're in town or in the area for a show and you go into the store and buy stuff, they will either one, hold it for you until, if it's evening time and they're not closed yet, end of night or to next day, or they can mail you your stuff.
Which is nice.
Yes.
Next article. These two going at it again. Ja blames 50.
For what now?
Wash, rinse, repeat. Ja Rule is blaming 50 Cent for the New York Knicks losing in the playoffs.
One game. Slow down.
One game.
Yes.
But that being said, Curtis Jackson wasn't on the court.
No.
So
but he was
we're gonna
there.
have to dig a little deeper for this. Ja Rule has blamed 50 Cent for the New York Knicks losing at home to the Detroit Pistons in the NBA playoffs. The Knicks went down 194, and the always-on-time rapper blamed the defeat on the presence of his longtime nemesis. In a post on the artist formerly known as Twitter, Ja wrote, "Man, I knew my Knicks was going to lose as soon as I seen that black cat rat in the building."
Okay, so Cranky brings something up here. Tracy Morgan got food poisoning one night at a Knicks game.
Yes.
And he vomited on the court.
Profusely.
And then he tweeted from the hospital saying
they're 1-0 when I puke on the court.
Right. So
So we got to get Tracy Morgan back and give him some gas station sushi.
on April 19th, when the Knicks were playing, I said they were down quite a bit. I don't know if it couldn't be the same game because they won this game. I said, I'm going to need Tracy Morgan to throw up on the court to help these Knicks right about now. And the Knicks came back and won that game too.
So with the virtual Tracy Morgan puke, maybe that's what it was.
Maybe he made the motion while he was there. Simulation.
50 Cent has yet to respond to Ja Rule's taunt.
Why would he?
These two have been going at each other for years.
Yes.
They've been at their most heated in years over recent weeks following the death of Irv Gotti. The power of vomit compels you. That would be holy vomit.
It would be.
3030 Tour is our next article. And this comes to us from our good friends at OK Player.
Indeed.
Deltron 3030 is performing their classic debut album in full.
Yeah.
And that would be Del the Funky Homo Sapien and Hieroglyphics. Performing on stage
Hieroglyphics,
the hip hop supergroup Del the Funky Homo Sapien, Dan the Automator, and Kid Koala. Also from the land of
not Quickie Koala.
No. Kicking off a major tour over the summer. Deltron 3030 coming together to celebrate 25 years since their classic eponymous debut. According to Rolling Stone, the legendary trio of Del, Dan, and Kid Koala are heading the road 16-date North American tour.
Not coming here.
No, they kick things off in Vancouver, British Columbia. Quite the opposite of here.
Yes.
About as far away from here as far away from here could be.
Yes, unless you're going to New Zealand for something.
and travel across the U.S. and Canada over the next 3 months. Deltron 3030 is one of the 2000's most widely acclaimed albums and a landmark for indie rap of the period. A futuristic concept album about battling for rap supremacy in a post-apocalyptic world. It also features contributions from Prince Pooh,
Yes.
Peanut Butter Wolf,
Yep.
one of my favorite names ever, Damon Albarn, Sean Lennon, and others. Yes, that's Sean Lennon, the son of
John
and Yoko.
Yes.
The trio has also announced that there's a third album in development, which would be their first Deltron 3030 album since Event 2 all the way back in 2013.
That's a long time.
Del told Rock the Bells back in 23 that he was thinking about it in terms of reuniting with Kid Koala and Dan the Automator. He said, I would just try to work on making it more whimsical this time, not as heavy. Because
Which
the
is
world
what Del
needs
is more known for is
the world needs
whimsy.
more whimsy.
Yes.
Because I think I kind of stepped away from that with the second one a bit. I would go back to it being a little more whimsical, a little more battle rhymish. You know what I'm saying? So here's the tour dates if you're in any of these areas and you would like to go.
A lot of Canada.
Vancouver, British Columbia at the Commodore Ballroom, July 18th. The 19th, summer concerts at the Pier in Seattle. July 21st, Revolution Hall, Portland, Oregon. July 23rd, this for our West Coast correspondent, the Regency in San Francisco, California.
It's probably like 6 hours away from him.
Probably. It's all California to me.
It is.
July 25th, Los Angeles at Bellwether. July 26th, Santa Ana, California at the Observatory. July 27th, House of Blues in San Diego.
I think that's where Hugo is. San Diego.
And then lots of travel time because on September 24th is the next date, and they are in Uptown in Minneapolis, Minnesota, where it might already be under 3 feet of snow.
Maybe, yes.
In September. September 25th, a place I have been to.
Oh.
The House of Blues in Chicago, Illinois.
Nice.
September
Frankie
27th.
should make that trip over there.
Oh, it's such a cool place. September 27th, the Majestic Theater in Detroit, Michigan. St. Cat's home territory there. September 28th, the Concert Hall in Toronto, Ontario. September 29th, Théâtre Beanfield in Montreal, Quebec. October 2nd, Big Night Live in Boston.
Mm-hmm.
October 3rd, Union Transfer in Philadelphia. October 4th, the 930 Club in Washington, D.C. And closing out October 6th, Webster Hall, New York City.
Mm-hmm.
Why did I think I thought I went to Webster Hall for something, but I went somewhere else.
Well, now you can go to Webster Hall. See Deltron
I'm not sure I know
3030.
where Webster Hall is,
It's in Manhattan.
but I could look it up. So Deltron 3030 coming to a city, hopefully somewhat near you. And if you decide to go,
Not near me.
hit us up. And Washington, D.C. is only a 5-hour trip for you. We did it for the woo.
We did.
And I would do it again for the woo.
I'm sorry, Del, but
But you are not the woo.
25th anniversary.
Over Deltron 3030. Oh, although
It is their 25th, right?
I think it is, yeah.
Yeah.
Just doesn't hold the same cachet.
It doesn't for me. Some
For
people,
some, it
sure.
may.
Yeah.
Rock the Bells brings us our next article, which you have entitled, Hello, New Jersey.
And whenever I smell cheap cologne and raccoons, I know I'm in New Jersey.
The 2025 Rock the Bells Festival lineup is now here.
It is.
And tickets are now available.
They might be gone by now. Who knows?
25 Rock the Bells Festival lineup is here and tickets available to the public. It's not a reunion. It's a reminder, and the culture wins. Tickets available at rockthebellsfestival.com. It all happens June 28th at the Prudential Center in Newark, New Jersey.
At the Continental Airlines Arena.
Brendan
Brendan Byrne.
No, that was the that was in East Rutherford.
Yes.
That was the old Meadowlands Arena. The Rock the Bells Festival sold out in 2022 and 2023, and this year is sure to follow with a lineup that includes Busta Rhymes, MOP, which would be worth it just to go see them.
Yes.
The return of Eric B. and Rakim.
Yeah.
State Property. Friend of the show, Reggie Noble,
Indeed.
professionally known as Redman. Capone and Noriega. Friend of the show, Big Daddy Kane.
Yes.
Remy Ma. And KRS-One.
Yes.
That's a good show, man.
It is.
Roxanne Shante will be serving as master of ceremonies.
Friend of the show, Roxanne Shante.
Friend of the show, Roxanne Shante. And the Kid Capri
Yes.
mans the decks for the historic cultural event. From $2 Hort to Short. Scarface and Coast Contra to Fabulous and Lil Mo. Plies and Boozy. The Rock the Bells Festival Class of 2025 is the yearbook your playlist didn't know it needed, and there's more to come.
There's always more to come. You got the people nailed down, and then people see who's going to be there, and like, I think I need to be on that show too.
Beanie Siegel going to be on there.
Nice. Beanie.
Chris and Neef, Petey Crack.
Not Petey
Freeway.
Pablo, though.
With DJs such as Mr. Cheeks.
Mm-hmm. Mr. Cheeks is doing a DJ set?
Mr. Cheeks of the Lost Boys doing a DJ, yes.
Nice.
The Uptowns Records Celebration. They've also got, listen to some of these names. CL Smooth.
Oh, yeah, this is the Eddie F Presents one?
The Eddie F Presents, yeah. Father MC.
Yeah. Where the hell did they pull Father MC out of?
I have no idea. Al B. Shore.
Yeah.
Christopher Williams, who was in New Jack City.
He was.
Soul for Real.
Soul for
Jeff
Real.
Red.
Isn't that the one who did I love, do you ever dream of Candy Rain with Heavy D?
I think you're right.
I think that was Soul for Real. Heavy D and Soul for Real. Yeah.
Jeff Red, Donnell Jones, Horace Brown, Monifa, and more to come.
Of course.
I always want to go see more to come.
Yeah, but I always miss them.
Yep. And then, this that's the DJ Eddie F Presents part of the show. So go visit rockthebellsfestival.com or Ticketmaster if you want tickets and more information. I don't know if there's any tickets available anymore.
I don't know.
But if you go to those places, you can probably find out.
Oh, yeah.
And you want to get tickets on the secondary
resale.
market?
Yep.
You can go to the secondary market. There's 1,000 different places
Which
you can
is
go
also
for that.
Ticketmaster.
It's pretty much. I think SeatGeek is owned by them, aren't they?
I think so, yeah.
5 Alive.
Wasn't that?
Well, I thought that was an old juice, wasn't it?
It was, and it came in the can, the concentrate.
Yes. And it had like 5 different fruit juices.
So
That's
they
why it
said,
was 5
yes.
Alive.
It was like Sunny Delight, but with
lime.
other juices.
Yes.
Hold on, juices. I don't know if that was an actual juice or if it was a beverage. I don't know, because Sunny Delight is not a juice.
No, it certainly is not.
It's like as if you were to call Yoo-Hoo milk.
Yoo-Hoo chocolate milk. yeah.
It is
Drink
not.
your chocolate milk. That's not fucking milk.
No.
And that drives me nuts because you know what that is? That's people who end up on the People of Walmart page.
Yes.
Those are the same people that pick up a magazine and say, I'm reading my book.
Yes. But you know what? If they had Yoo-Hoo at my Walmart, I would be a person of Walmart.
They do have Yoo-Hoo at my Walmart.
Yeah, they do not have it at mine.
They have it in the tall cans at my Walmart. And I have bought plenty of Yoo-Hoo from there because, as dumb as it sounds, I mix it with Kahlua and it is wonderful that way.
I would just drink it straight out of a bottle if I could find it in a bottle still.
Emily calls it Kaluhu.
Yes.
And it is awesome if you've not had it.
I have not. I told you I can't find Yoo-Hoo.
Actually, I mixed that and I took some of my coffee flavored Death Wish coffee infused vodka and put it in there.
I've got some of that left. I got the more powerful one.
Yeah.
The 66.6.
Yes, I know. I saw the bottle.
I still have some of that here. Yeah.
So, yes, the Kaluhu is delicious, Gail. Hawaiian punch in cans.
Yeah.
Yes, I think we had that. Yes.
Yes.
Cranky thinks 5 Alive was juice, so I'm going to have to.
Oh, I will defer to Cranky.
You know what? I'm going to look it up.
It was
on
not
the break.
anything that we could ever afford.
It wasn't so much affording. It was just nothing that my mom ever picked out.
Yeah.
So anyway, our next article comes to us from All Hip Hop, and it is Five Alive, as you have named it. Mm-hmm. Bone Thugs and Harmony have reunited all of their members for the first time to record a song in 15 years.
Yeah.
Bone Thugs and Harmony reunited on their new single released on April 25th, and it's called Aw.
Yes, it is.
I mean, I'm sure I know what the stands for, but
that's not what it says.
S with 3 pound signs after it. So, aw, pound, pound, pound.
Indeed.
How's that?
It's like skeet, skeet, skeet. Yes.
So they officially reunited with the release of this track, their first track featuring all 5 in nearly 15 years, the lead single from their upcoming album. The song brings Busy, Crazy, Lazy, Wishbone, and Flesh and Bone back together on one record since Unify the World's Enemy. Their signature blend of rapid-fire lyrics, melodic hooks, rides a haunting, stripped-down beat that nods to their classic sound while pushing forward. I was going to say, that sounds like every Bone Thugs and Harmony song I've ever heard.
Yeah.
Or should I say, pound, pound, pound.
Yes.
Arrives after a wild story involving the group surfaced earlier this month after a scammer posing as their manager derailed a scheduled late-night TV appearance on John Mulaney's TV show, Everybody's Live, which is on Netflix.
I was just saying, I didn't know that was a thing.
Yes. It's actually pretty good. I love Mulaney, though,
yes,
so I'm a biased opinion on that. Despite that hiccup, the group has delivered what fans have waited over a decade to hear. All 5 voices on one track. Last month, Crazy Bone told All Hip Hop that the group's chemistry is still firmly intact. He said the vibe was great. We just picked up where we left off. Everything was smooth, and we were working really fast. We knocked out like 4 or 5 songs. 20, 40, 60, 80. Yeah, that's 5 songs. It was a wonderful thing, Crazy told All Hip Hop. The reunion also sets the stage for a full-length album featuring the entire lineup, a rarity since their early days.
Yes. So I was looking at things here. US 5 Alive labels list 41% fruit juice with high fructose corn syrup as an ingredient after filtered water.
So 41% is not enough to refer to it as juice.
In the UK, quantitative ingredient labeling is mandatory. UK labels show that 5 Alive contains 42% fruit juice, as well as 22% sugar and several artificial sweeteners. So
there's a reason we left that shit on the shelf.
Yeah, it's still being produced and widely available in Canada, but hasn't been in the US since the 90s.
Gee, I wonder why.
Yeah.
Now on the on Spotify, pound, pound, pound is actually listed as aw shit.
Yes,
so,
it is.
So it is aw shit.
Not
so
hot
good.
Shit. It's a whole different thing.
No, that's somebody else. So good for
They don't get. Gail said she didn't think UK used high fruit. No, in the UK it said it was 42% fruit juice, and then sugar and other artificial sweeteners. The US label said 41%.
Yeah, I think they use real cane sugar too. Yeah. Actually,
Big Daddy cane sugar. I don't think
they use like refined sugar or anything. So. Now we've gotten both Bone Thugs and Harmony news and fake juice drink news.
All in the same article.
Off the Rails is our next article.
Yeah.
Oh, good God.
I didn't hear this on his podcast. I don't even know if he still has the thing.
I don't know.
I've never listened to it. It's not A Night in Prison, right? What?
This came to us from Rolling Stone by way of Yahoo.
Indeed. And you know why we had to go through Yahoo to get to the Rolling Stone article?
Probably paywalls.
It is. If you go through Rolling Stone, you got to pay for it. But if you go through Yahoo, who just takes the article from Rolling Stone and prints it under their domain, it's free.
As news. So Suge Knight's wrongful death retrial officially ran off the rails.
Yep.
Probably because he was driving it.
There's a good chance, yes, but he couldn't see, so.
Well, he couldn't see when he was on or off the rails.
Oh,
so.
I know.
Suge Knight's wrongful death retrial veered wildly off course Tuesday when the Death Row Records founder dramatically contradicted his lawyer's claim that he had agreed to a last-minute deal in this long-running civil case.
Yes.
The partial settlement would have allowed Knight to avoid facing a jury over claims he recklessly killed Compton businessman Terry Carter with his Ford Raptor truck 10 years ago.
Yeah.
We have been talking about
recklessly
this
killed him.
fucking thing for 10 years.
I know.
The breakdown came as a panel of prospective jurors was due to fill a tiny courtroom for jury selection in downtown L.A. Knight's lawyer, David Kenner, and the lawyer for Carter's family, Lance Barringer, told the court they had worked overnight and reached a mutual agreement on the liability aspect of the case. The judge's minute order confirmed. Under the 11th hour deal signed by the attorneys and filed with the court, the lawyer said Knight had agreed to move straight to a damages phase, quote, without admission of civil or criminal liability. So that's kind of like pleading no contest.
Yeah. And for the record, there has not been an episode of Collect Call with Suge Knight since August 22nd of last year.
According to a source, the agreement essentially took, quote, any intentional conduct out of the equation, end quote. That meant the judge could potentially consider Knight's argument that others, including Carter himself, could be on the hook for a portion of any damages awarded for the fatal hit and run at Tam's Burgers, January 29th, 2015.
Yes.
So
2015.
So Carter could be on the hook for damages to award his family.
Right.
Make it make sense.
No, that's not a thing that can happen.
So moments after the judge set a May 27th hearing for the bench trial on damages only, Suge Knight threw a giant monkey wrench into the proceeding.
No way.
He said that I kid you not. He said there was no need for parties to submit full transcripts from Knight's initial 2022 trial in the case, which ended in a hung jury, because there was no deal.
Yep.
And the judge is like, your lawyers said there's a deal.
He said there was.
Speaking via remote connection from the California prison where he's currently serving a 28-year sentence for his voluntary manslaughter conviction involving Carter's death, Suge Knight denied
Carter
Kenner's
was responsible
claim.
for.
Yes. Well, that's what Suge would have
Yes.
you believe. Knight denied Kenner's claim that he agreed to this pact. He goes, there was screaming and yelling. A minute order for the hearing stated simply, the defendant represents to the court that he does not agree to waive trial by jury.
Yeah. So he puts his dumb lawyer up there to say, we got a deal, just so he can go, I don't know what he's talking about. We don't have a deal.
Once Knight refuted Kenner's representation that they spoke by phone Monday night and agreed to the partial settlement, Kenner again renewed his motion to be relieved as Knight's lawyer, because this guy's been trying to get taken off this case.
Yeah.
Though L.A. County Judge Thomas Long denied Kenner's withdrawal request at multiple prior hearings, this time Judge Long reserved his ruling on the matter, the minute order states. Judge Long then put jury selection on hold and set a follow-up hearing for, as we record, tomorrow.
Yes.
As you listen, 2 days ago.
Yeah. It's in the past.
The court ordered everyone back next Tuesday, and I plan to be there. I'm given
See you
no
next
other
Tuesday,
choice.
yes.
Kenner told Rolling Stone. Earlier this month, Kenner told the court that Knight said something disturbing to him during a recent call
No
that
way.
led to his request for release. He declined to say what it was in open court. Kenner also told the judge that Knight did not pay him for the first trial in the civil case. Knight refuted that claim as well. Attempts to reach the other lawyer, Barringer, were not immediately successful. Carter's widow, Lillian Carter, and his two daughters, Nakia and Crystal, filed their wrongful death suit in 2015, 5 months after Knight hit the gas on his F-150 truck and
When
fatally
he meant
mowed
to
down
brake.
Carter while injuring another man, Clee Bone Sloan.
Indeed.
And this was in the parking lot of a burger restaurant.
Yes.
At
which
the
we've spoken
mistrial
about.
in June 2022, jurors deadlocked 7-5 in favor of finding Knight liable. I guess they have to find unanimous wherever they're at.
Yeah.
During the prior trial, Knight testified from prison,
No way.
claiming to jurors that Carter invited him to Tam's that day to broker a purported payment from Dr. Dre for the use of Knight's name and likeness in the NWA biopic Straight Outta Compton.
Yes. He was there to talk about a deal. And then when he got there, he said, there's no deal. And he ran his ass over.
Knight claimed that immediately upon his arrival at Tams, Bone Sloan, who was working security for the movie, started fighting with him through the truck's window while armed with a gun. He said he punched the gas on his truck in self-defense. Sloan has denied being armed when he testified during a hearing in Knight's criminal case.
So imagine,
if you will,
have a gun that you are making visible to a person who is inside of a vehicle that you are apparently in a fight with while they are inside their vehicle. Two things. One, if you are fighting, which is already stupid, nobody's fighting from outside to inside. They may punch you. There's no fight. Where's the gun come from? Why is the gun? You just holding the gun out in your left hand as you're throwing jabs with your right hand through the window? Mm-hmm. Because if you pull a gun, you should be damn sure ready to use the gun.
That's basically rule number one.
Yes. If you take it out, you're going to use it.
Yes.
But he did not, apparently.
Yes. Assume once you take that gun out, you're using it.
Yes.
So, which, I don't own one. So not that I have a problem with them.
Right.
Things may change. I may end up getting my permit, but as of right now, I don't have one. So, Kenner told the jury in 22 that the hit and run was a tragic accident. Behringer, the lawyer for the family of Mr. Carter, vehemently disputed that, arguing that surveillance video clearly showed that as soon as Knight reversed out of the parking lot, flinging Bone Sloan forcefully to the ground, he threw the bones out the window.
He did.
The threat was neutralized. He said Knight was required to follow the law at that point and yield to pedestrians. You can't just go crazy and take people down. Oh, we've seen other instances where you can, including one yesterday up in Canada.
Yeah.
The retrial in the case was expected to last a full month, the parties told the court during a hearing on Monday. So we shall see what happens with that, because just when the lawyers thought they had a deal, we ain't got no deal.
Is it Bone Thugs in Carmony? I don't know.
Bone Thugs in Custody.
Yeah.
How's that? OutKast, more like Incast.
Indeed.
Our next article comes to us from Hip Hop DX. This was a late breaking announcement. I believe we heard earlier today. The Rock and Roll Hall of Fame inductees for 2025 have been announced. And once again, hip hop is represented.
Yes.
And we just talked about in the title. And why does the Hall of Fame smell like birdseed?
Indeed.
Because OutKast will be in it.
They will.
OutKast is among the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame inductees later this year. The iconic Atlanta rap duo are set to be part of the class of 2025, alongside the likes of the White Stripes, Cyndi Lauper, and Soundgarden. This will also be the first ever rap duo to enter the hall after Eric B. and Rakim were passed over last year. Mariah Carey was among the artists who made the short list, but were not selected for nomination this year. Wonder why that is.
I don't know. Had she used that Wu-Tang track, she might have gotten in.
Pioneering female rap group Salt and Pepper are also set to be inducted as part of the separate musical influence category. Yes. So good for them, too. Big Boy commented on the honor on his Instagram, writing, Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, the last infinity stone in the Thanos glove. OutKast is everlasting.
So for your reference, that is a Marvel.
Yes. Yes, that I know. I know who Thanos is.
Okay.
It is not yet known if OutKast will reunite for the induction ceremony, which is scheduled to take place November 8th and be streamed on Disney+.
I'm assuming this is referring to Cyndi Lauper.
Cyndi Lauper, I would assume, yes. Or Dave Wolf or Wendy Richter. I don't think any of them are going to be there.
I don't know if any of them are alive.
Albano's not.
No. I think Wendy is.
Wendy is. Wendy's still trying to get in the ring, I think, with like Tony Storm or something. Tony Storm wants to challenge her. If the duo do get together, it'll be the first time they've shared a stage in more than a decade following the conclusion of their festival reunion tour in 2014. It says hip hop has historically been underrepresented in the Hall of Fame, although the last couple of years there's been at least one hip hop group that's gone in. So
yeah, I think it's just, you know, I
think that argument can change now.
Yes, it can be underrepresented compared to other genres because it is the youngest genre.
Mm-hmm. Last year's entry was a Tribe Called Quest, and they were inducted by Dave Chappelle. And Q-Tip also delivered a very emotional speech at the ceremony. He says, this was Q-Tip last year. This is crazy. I'm going to have a preamble before I read. And part of the preamble is that it's just an honor to be here with the fellow inductees. There's so many people for us to thank that we're probably going to post all the names on Instagram. So stay tuned, because if I say everybody's names up here, it would be ridiculous. At least he recognizes
it.
Because my wife, trust me, we watch award shows. She cannot stand acceptance speeches.
Yeah. But do you watch award tours?
Tip went on to thank each of the crew members' families before getting choked up as he added, and rest in peace to our brother Fife Dog. I wish you were here.
I want to mention something about Tribe Called Quest, by the way. I didn't know we were going to go this branch. They have NBA playoff merchandise, Tribe Called Quest, and the playoff teams in the NBA shop.
Nice.
One of the Knickerbocker ones is I'm above the rim and this is how I ball. And it's a guy going up for a dunk, but it's like the Tribe Called Quest guy.
Nice.
Yeah, there's some cool ones.
I like that idea.
But yeah, all of them have We On Award Tour, and it's got the team colors. And
very nice. That's a cool thing.
It is.
You know, it probably also explains why I heard so much Tribe Called Quest going in and out of commercials while I was watching the game the other day.
Yeah, Fife was a huge NBA fan.
Mm-hmm. Other hip hop artists in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, which we've talked about over the years, include Hawaiian Sophie, Eminem, Tupac, Biggie, and Missy Elliott. So congratulations to the ATLians for their inclusion in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Now we'll get to see if they actually do get together. Even if they don't perform, even if they just get on stage together to accept the award, because if only one of them does, it wouldn't feel right.
Yeah, well, maybe Big Boy will rap and Andre will play
his flute. Yeah. Next article: special education.
Not the miseducation, although it could be qualified as such.
No. Yeah, misdemeanor education.
Yeah,
felony education. Billboard brings us this. Tech N9ne tells Bunny XO, who is Jelly Roll's wife, I believe.
Yeah, I have no idea. I will believe you.
Bunny XO is Jelly Roll's wife. Tells her that he had an inappropriate relationship with his middle school teacher. He says he was 13 at the time.
Yes. So, okay. So when you're 13... that's a hell of a story to tell people. When you're 50, that's a creepy story to be telling.
Yeah.
Because that's where people go, dude, you were molested. That's what happened.
Yeah. Well, not if you're CeeLo.
No.
Tech N9ne shared on Bunny XO's latest podcast episode that he had an inappropriate relationship with one of his middle school teachers when he was going on 13 years old. So he was 12.
12. Okay.
The artist, born Aaron Yates, stopped by the Dumb Blonde podcast on Monday, April 21st to talk about his legendary independent career, and also took a moment to discuss his childhood. In particular, he focused on a relationship he had with a teacher whom he would not name.
Yeah. How hard is that for the world to figure out?
that he said changed his life forever.
Yeah, I bet she did.
It all started when I showed her a picture of my father as a cop, the rapper said. After class, whenever anybody's leaving, I would be in there and she would say, Erin is so cute. She was beautiful. And I was like, oh, thank you. But she used to do it every day. Like, Erin is so cute.
Okay, so this teacher sees a picture of his father, who she now identifies is
now
a police officer.
Law enforcement.
And she says, what can I do to get close to his dad? Maybe I can rape him. What is the logic behind this of she saw my dad as a police officer and said, I got to have him?
Well, he said that things started to escalate from there. He used to skip lunch to go and visit his teacher in her classroom. He said, I was in love until she got married. Adding that they got caught kissing by a student walking by the classroom. He got called up to courtroom class, in quotes, as a result, which was code for Ms. Glenn's room upstairs where students would get sent following bad behavior. He said, Ms. Glenn, she was a black lady. She didn't want no fuck shit. She said, Aaron, there's a student in here that says they walked by Ms. So-and-so's room and saw both of you kissing. I said, huh? Why would I be kissing a grown-up? I was smart. He continued to deny the kiss, and both the 7th grade teacher and tech got called to the office where she also denied the allegations. I remember her pleading her case and being real serious, and nothing happened because I didn't tell. But the rapper did confirm to Bunny, who is married to Jelly Roll,
There you go.
that he was also having sex with her outside of school.
People didn't rad around him for that.
She got one. People didn't catch him for that either. She got married my 8th grade year, and after that, we didn't talk anymore. And then he moved into a conversation. And then he moved into a conversation about his love of horror films. This story is a horror film.
Yeah, she got married. We didn't talk anymore because that wouldn't have been right.
Doesn't matter that 13 is,
12.
12.
No, yeah, not an affair in school. Just kissing in school. The affair happened outside of school.
Yes. Just fucking crazy.
And if that wasn't bad enough.
And now, new school news. I can't even make this one up. Politician who supported Nicki Minaj's cousin's swollen balls gets prison sentence.
And that is probably too much of that shit.
And that means that it is time for our first break of the evening. When we come back, we'll have a little bit of Woo News. 3 pieces of Woo News, actually. And then we're going to get into some music on Mr. Throwback Thursday, episode 587.
The nest at the foot of the tree. Pump for the hype MC, the cool in me. The Kim, the coolin'. I'm a slave for no man.
What up, y'all? This is Cool Kim, aka NY All the Ideal. Hey, y'all remember me, man? Cool Kim, UMCs, Blue Cheese, all that. Yeah, man. Well, I'm back, baby, and I'm chilling with Jamie and Bill on Mr. Throwback Thursday, the only old school classic hip hop show that matters. That's it, man. That's it.
1 2 1 2. What's good, yo? This is Ghostface straight from Staten Island, New York. And right about now, it's time for Woo News with Jamie and Bill. Y'all know what it is. Get it correct. Mr. Throwback Thursdays, Jamie and Bill. You know what I mean? On Woo News. That's what's going down right now. Y'all check this out. Exclusive. Peace.
The RZA, Jizza, Raekwon, Master Killer, Inspector Deck, U-God, Method Man, Ghostface Killer, and Old Dirty Bastard.
It's now time for Woo News with Mr. Throwback Thursday.
Jimmy, on it.
So welcome back, Mr. Throwback Thursday, episode 587, Woo News. First article, 420 with Second Gen.
Yes.
Staten Island marijuana dispensary closes out Flowery Fest with Wu-Tang Clan's Next Generation. And this comes to us from SILive.com.
As you would expect.
It was the late ODB who said Wu-Tang was for the children, of course.
That's true.
Sunday in Charleston was all about members of the Wu's actual children, as they and others took to the stage for the finale of the inaugural Flowery Fest, a 3-day festival celebrating cannabis culture and creativity, hosted by The Flowery. Not anything I would go to because that's just not my scene. Dozens of the 21 and over crowd gathered
You're
in the
not going to
parking
Staten
lot.
Island, though, either.
I'd go to Staten Island because that's where Michael, the boy's dad, was from.
Yeah, but he's not there
originally.
anymore. He's in Florida.
No, he's in Florida now. But dozens of the 21 and over crowd gathered in the parking lot of the South Shore Dispensary at 3022 Veterans Road West for a free day of hip-hop flavored entertainment emceed by Destiny White of Park Hill, with music by DJ Mike Anto and production sound provided by FTB Entertainment. And I've been to Staten Island a couple of times. I had to go down there back when I was doing banking stuff.
Yeah. Not FTD, because that's a florist.
That is a florist. So cannabis has been associated with music, art, and having a good time. One of the dispensary's owners, named Mo El Ghali, told the SI Live and Advance crew, he says, it's just to communicate with the community, get them to come out here. Some people are still hesitant to handle cannabis, and that's what we're trying to change. Well, I'm not hesitant to handle it. I'll just grab it and throw it because...
Just pass.
Nope. Don't even pass to me.
Don't make me get Hakeem Green out here on you.
Well, the Hakeem can smoke all the madism he wants. Don't pass that shit to me because it's not my thing. El Ghali explained that contrary to what some might think, as far as legalized marijuana sales on the island, his average customer is over 50. Now, that does not surprise me, actually. No. Priding himself on providing a comfortable environment that feels more low-key than some of the larger dispensaries, he suggests residents check out the business themselves, as they're open 7 days a week and offer home delivery. They just opened a dispensary in Hyde Park, by the way. Yeah. As customers drove up throughout the day to purchase everything from edibles to vaping cartridges to prepackaged flour from the plethora of products offered inside, the 420 celebration, the unofficial marijuana holiday, sparked off with performers from throughout the city and beyond.
It's sparked off.
Yeah, I know. Beyond grabbing the mic and blazing through entertaining sets. Blazing.
Yeah, I see what they did there.
Honey Stacks of the Bronx had the audience banging their heads during a high-energy performance. She said that it really meant a lot to her to be asked to be a part of the event and was especially appreciative of the positive reaction that she received from the Staten Island crowd. Stacks was backed up by Imani Jewel of Baltimore, who admitted that it was her first time performing on stage as she spent more time behind the scenes. So, they had a big old celebration in Staten Island.
And a lot of Wu kids were there.
And a lot of the Wu kids. It was, let's see, Fifth Power, who was the son of Clifford Smith Jr., professionally known as. Supreme Intelligence, who was the son of Toast Face Grilla. Joined forces as the first of the Wu-Tang offspring to storm the stage, followed up by the son of U-God, Intel. Weather Park, son of Old Dirty Bastard. Mm-hmm. Nuke LeFleur, who is the son of Clifford Smith Jr., professionally known as Trillion, who is the son of Busta Rhymes, who's not necessarily in the Wu, but probably affiliated. And Shy, daughter of Clifford Smith Jr., professionally known as. There was barely a break between sets. It said this weekend is about honoring where we came from, where we're headed. We're bringing the beats, the vibes, and the plant to the people right here in Staten Island. So for those who enjoy such things, I hope you had a good time. Anyway, let's get to the next article. An Evening with RZA. And this comes to us from the Nocturnal.
Indeed.com.
And that's Knock, Knock. I see Gail took her Magic Mind on her honor flight, which I saw the pictures of and told my wife that you were on it. And she was basically, she says, I didn't know Gail did things like that. I said, a lot of us didn't until she told us she was doing it. So we're very proud of you.
And she came home To a fancy one of
one that took a trip through Puerto Rico. And
yeah. Sorry.
So no, that's got to be a very special thing to do. 11 trips. Ooh. She must have a punch card or something. Pay for 10, get the 11th one free. No, that's just my Stewart's Milk card.
Yes.
Anyway, the Nocturnal brings us this. On Friday night, April 18th, a select group of music insiders and Wu-Tang fans gathered at the FYI campus of Uproxx Studios in Hollywood for an exclusive private listening event celebrating the release of Black Samson, the Bastard Swordsman, hosted by Wu-Tang Clan's visionary producer DJ Mathematics and the legendary RZA. The evening was a rare behind-the-scenes look into the creative firepower behind this highly anticipated project. Food and drinks were flowing. Vibes were provided by sponsors Park Hill, New York, and Vuelo Tequila. Guests were treated to intimate storytelling from RZA and Mathematics, who shared insights into the album's creation, including the massive feat of reuniting all 9 Wu-Tang members on a single project.
I think that would have been the hardest part about this whole thing.
Probably harder than getting all the Bone Thugs in Harmony together.
Yes, because only 5 of them.
It's a reunion week here on Mr. Throwback Thursday. Attendees got to first listen to the tracks from the album and heard untold stories and anecdotes straight from the source, not to be confused with thesource.com, who we use from time to time. The night featured a standout DJ set by Mathematics, blending classic Wu-Tang cuts with unreleased material from Black Samson. Another highlight was the debut screening of the AI-inspired music video for Mandingo, developed in collaboration with Google technology, blurring the lines between hip-hop legacy and future-facing innovation, which is basically blurring the lines between what's real and what's fake as fuck.
Yeah.
Also spotlighted were powerhouse collaborations from Corrupt, Ralph McDaniels, Cool G Rap, who I heard mentioned by Mathematics the other day as your favorite MC's favorite MC.
I would go for that, yeah.
When he was on Rock the Bells doing his Furious 5, and that was his first artist, was Road to the Riches. He says with your favorite MC's favorite MC. As well as Benny the Butcher, Nicole Buss, RJ Payne, 38 Special, Willie the Kid, and Cameron Covert, adding rich dimensions to an already monumental project. Black Samson, the Bastard Swordsman, made history with a record store day debut, released as 5,000 one-of-one vinyl editions, each with a unique album cover, an unprecedented feat in vinyl history.
I have one of those.
I know. I was going to say.
Number 880888.
Very cool.
Yeah.
The intimate night in Hollywood was more than a listening party. It was a celebration of legacy, innovation, and the enduring power of the Wu. Our final piece of Wu news, the chef in Mission Creek.
Yeah.
This comes to us from littlevillagemag.com.
Which is an one?
Yes. Because this is an independent Iowa news, culture, and events site.
It is.
Rap mafioso Raekwon, never heard him described that way before, proves that Wu-Tang is still for the children at the Mission Creek Festival. Raekwon the chef rocked a multi-generational crowd at the Englert during the final night of Mission Creek Festival 2025, where he performed his entire classic solo debut album, Only Built for Cuban Links.
You may have heard of it.
The Englert is no stranger to members of the Wu gracing its stage, having welcomed fellow Klansman GZA last year and in 2009's Mission Creek Festival, and Toast Face Grilla for the 2017 Mission Creek Festival. Early in the set, Raekwon asked the crowd, how many 70s babies do we got out there? How many 80s babies are there? Those two got loud responses, but so did all the decades he covered up through this century, based on some of the teenagers I witnessed in front of the stage, wildly rhyming along to this 30-year-old album. Wu-Tang is still for the children. That is cool to me, that kids that age know Only Built for Cuban Links word for word. Classic hip-hop group is also for old folks like us. So he says, I was born a few months after the Wu-Tang rapper in 1970, so I guess that makes him old as well.
Indeed.
Makes me old as well, too, because I'm a 1970 baby.
Makes me young.
Keeping it simple and old school, Raekwon the Chef was accompanied on stage by a soul DJ. The DJ made a point of showing off the Caitlin Clark
or SOLE.
Both.
Okay.
Showed off his Caitlin Clark jersey that they were wearing, of course.
Represent.
Which drew another big reaction from the crowd, as one can imagine. I don't quite know why. If they were in Idaho, she went to Iowa.
Yeah.
But, I guess when you're in, cornfield basketball heaven.
Yes. Or potato field, whatever.
any Caitlin Clark mention is something. The duo stuck to beats, rhymes, and crowd participation while maintaining a party vibe throughout the whole performance. Only Built for Cuban Links is packed with back-to-back bangers, but the crowd's investment didn't dip after the album's last track, as it was followed by several Wu-Tang classics like Bring the Ruckus, Bring the Motherfucking Ruckus.
Yeah.
As well as Protect Your Neck and a certain song called Cream.
Yeah, you may have heard of that. Mariah Carey almost made that famous.
She almost did, yes. So, littlevillagemag.com. Oh, no, this wasn't Iowa, which is where Caitlin Clark played. I thought it was Idaho at first. So that makes more sense. So, yes, rep your Caitlin Clark, by the way. So, congrats to Raekwon for performing at Iowa.
Yes.
The hotbed of hip hop known as Iowa. So, You God still sucks. That's not a story. That's just facts. And ODB is still, unfortunately, not with us any longer.
Right.
It's time for music.
Woo woo.
No woo on this one.
We're done. Okay, sorry.
This is your one and done for episode 587. And
it was book one.
Yes, the image is hidden on this.
It is.
So this is a record, a true one of one that I can see.
As far as I can find out, yeah.
True one and done. Came to us 1992.
A number.
The name of this record, Genesis of a Madman, Book 1.
Yeah. Book 2
and it's
got canceled.
It's by Dead at Birth.
It is by Dead at Birth.
Really?
Apparently.
which is one dude.
Well, yeah.
Member is Crazy, but he also has aliases of 3XL, Ammo, Ilarello, Emosia, Loco, and Matthew Senator, which is his real name.
And cool.
I have a whole lot of tracks on here. I have 19. So let's see. And the one night John's not here.
I know.
Track number 1, a 1 minute and 10 second intro called Intro. We'll have to let DJ introduction know it's there.
Okay, nice baby.
I doubt anyone was ever chanting Dead at Birth, Dead at Birth.
If they were, they need psychiatric help. Track number 2. Who is that masked motherfucker?
It's Dead at Birth.
Slapping bitches with the quickness like a crazy motherfucker. Quick to diss a hoe. The L to the C, smacking niggas like a bitch and tell a woman what she's good for. They ask, who's that motherfucker with the mask? While them bitches wanna know what's in the locals' pants. To get down on your knees, ho. Cause all a bitch is good for is sucking on my beat show. Born to be a nigga in society. Forced to be a crazy motherfucker. A product of insanity. A rubber rules my doom.
Track number 3, Drop the Load with the Quickness.
Hey, Dead at Birth. The women don't like it like that.
No.
Little fuck calling me daddy, begging me for money with his nose all runny, puking up baby food on me because I like to hang out, talk shit, and crack a 40. Now I gotta get a job and I can't go out looking at a bitch I couldn't give a fuck about. I ain't ready for the shit, but the stubborn ass bitch won't get rid of it. Now I gotta.
Track number 4, the title track, but not the title of the record.
No.
The title of the group.
Yeah.
Dead at Birth.
The title of the group that has one
I always wanted
member.
to be a gangster.
And that's not his name.
Gangster.
I didn't stand a chance. Sometimes I wish my
Yeah, that's enough.
Track number 5, Funk Fest Part 1. It's 31 seconds, goes into track number 6, I Ain't Got No Money.
Richard. What? Richard. Put a record. No music. Oh shit! I think I went my way. Oh man! That shit stinks. See ya.
Oh, damn. What the fuck's that smell? God damn. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I know you're all tired from coming home from work, so I won't take up much of your time. As you can all smell, tell, I am a homeless person. I have 15 children to feed and a wife. I'm trying to find a job, but nobody wants to hire me. I greatly appreciate any contribution.
What's up, Ty?
Ty in the house. Wow. So let's see. Track number 7. What are women good for? This is going to go over
I just
great.
showed up and you're going to piss her off with this stuff.
I'm just reading the titles, man.
Sure.
All I do is just sit here.
You're the one who picked this record.
Home. And I'm tired of that shit, baby. You better take me out right now.
Shut the fuck up, bitch.
This is Dead at Birth with Genesis of a Madman, Book 1. I did not say this. I'm reading the title of the tracks. Do not frame me in some ridiculous way.
I did no such thing. Ty said.
You did.
You said, Ty's here. And then you said, what are women good for? I don't know.
Track number 8 is Renee.
You like 38 rap songs named Renee.
Yeah, I think so.
To play, cause it's about time that we
still
hit
giving her body away.
Let's do the nasty Renee. Now, what can
Apparently.
I say about Renee? Besides that, she like to suck dick every day. A brown skin heifer with a body too fly. But the best thing about Renee is that she likes it in the backside. How shall I bang thee? Let me out the way, slut. Pull it out the butt, yo, I'm about to bust a nut. Oh shit. How you like it on your snatch or down the house?
That had Bill Reed's lyrics written all over it.
Oh,
didn't
don't
it?
worry. It's on the list.
Of course it is.
It is a future Bill Reed's lyrics.
Track number 9, 35 seconds long. It's called Charles Sneakers. And then it goes into track number 10, Save It for the Next Man.
Fucking Swamp Thing. I'm off a telephone wires.
Fuck you. Fuck you.
Damn, it's just like fucking dirty houseboats. Jimmy Hoffa and shit. Oh, shit. Fucking stop a motherfucker. Fuck you. What's up, them fucking. They're like fucking Nike Earth shoes. Oh, shit. Mud suckers. Fuck you both. What's all those sneakers?
Yo, what's up? This is Loco. If you want to leave a message, cool. If you don't, fuck you.
Hello, Loco. Me, Chantel. I know you haven't heard from me in a while. And, just thought I'd give you a call now. I seen you riding your Jeep the other day in the neighborhood, and I see you living large, and you're looking good. Let's get together. The number is 555.
Right. Track number 11, Fuck You Later. Nice.
Fuck me, please fuck me.
Oh, that's only 14 seconds.
I'm gonna come by by and see you so you can fuck me. If you can't figure out who it is, too bad. We'll see you later. Fuck you later.
Track number 12, Keep a Nickelback Back.
Nope, I don't have that one. That's the one I'm missing.
Really?
Yeah.
Because I see it on here.
Where?
On your list.
Oh, I was looking at the one past it. Sorry.
Yep.
Because it had highlighted already.
Ah, okay.
It had already switched track. Yeah, here it is.
Yes.
Playing. Don't forget the rally this Saturday in Birmingham, Alabama. Thanks for calling. Wake up, white people. There ain't never been a filthy, hay-faced, savage, gorilla-smelling nigger equal to a white man. Never have been, never will be. Niggers are savages. They're savage by nature. It's what we done to them. It's just natural.
Who wrote this?
Stephen Miller, I think.
Yeah.
Where's the music? It's all just ranting at the beginning of these.
Yeah. I don't believe we're doing music today.
Track number 13, Diary of a Madman. Well, at least maybe we'll get some Ozzy Osbourne on this one. I doubt it. Oh, okay, there you go.
I whistle, she rolled her eyes and stuck a bunch of gold dicks no matter how hard I tried. So I fought her for playing because I wanted that ass G. And bitch will be sorry that she passed me by. And she can wave bye-bye with my butcher knife between her thighs. So I parked my car outside of school today. It's time I make that little stuck-up tramp pay.
Frankie, you still holding to your opinion of this album?
Track number 14, Just an Ordinary Bitch.
Wow. I wonder why there wasn't a second one.
I couldn't give a shit about a bitch. The only time I do is when they're playing with my dick. But other than that, I think a bitch is kind of useless. That's when I say, bitch, clean this, suck this, and cook this. Now some hoes get offended, try and defend it. You need to stop pretending, because your man is such a pussy, he won't tell you how he...
Oh, but things change, don't they? Track number 15, That's What You Get. That's only, I think, 24 seconds long. And that's going to go into track number 16, Funk Fest Part 2.
No, I got Funk Fest is 24. That's what you get out of 336.
Jungle.
Oh, okay.
Grab some fucking monkey and fuck him in the ass.
The best part is the Sam Kinison
Bring us
intro.
back the black plague of the fucking 80s. Thanks, guys.
That's more than enough of that.
Dude, why are we listening to like clan rap? You know, this dude's name is Matthew Senator. And the album cover has him wearing a fucking white mask, and everything is just how awful black people are.
It is an insane. Maybe that's why he's wearing the mask. You know,
maybe
people know who the hell he is.
He's dead at birth.
Maybe he is dead after this album.
Oh, he was dead after release, I'll tell you that. Funk Fest Part 2, 24 seconds long, goes into Afraid of the Color. Well, no shit, Jesus. Brother.
Out of here.
All right, the fart track just made up for everything.
Yeah, well, I was thinking about that.
Our next song we wrote especially for those people who find it very difficult to make up their minds.
Fuck a nigga that's afraid of a color. Kissing white butt while he downs another brother. Kissing white women and for what? Give local a sister with a big fat juicy butt. House niggas make you sick. When they gonna learn that white and black don't mix? You wanna be like them and can't walk in there.
Okay.
Unless Matthew Senator is an African American. I mean, he could be.
He could be.
I don't know. He's under a mask.
Exactly.
You never know. Last track on the record, 50 Ways to Pimp Slap Yo Bitch.
I don't think that's the way that song goes. I have to do something about leaving your lover.
Fucked up, and I can't stand a bitch who be trying to act stuck up, walking with her nose in the air like a shit don't stink, knowing damn well she wants the dick, so I walk.
Now, I had one more track, but I think they took it off because probably because of the name. I mean, it's called Kill Yourself.
Yeah.
But
Unalive Yourself.
Yes, Unalive Yourself. That's your one and done for episode 587. And now I know why the image was hidden for this on Discogs, because you see that album cover.
Yeah, it's on Spotify.
Yeah, this was a weird one.
Yeah. And
that was definitely an album that happened.
Yeah, it was one.
And
Evening Captain.
There's no singles listed, and there's no charting action on this. And I think it's just best if we just walk away from this.
Pull Officer Barbrady.
Oh, nothing to see here, you big looky-loos.
Yep.
Let's get into a different record, shall we?
Please.
How about the record of the week, which does not come to us from our artist of the month?
It does not.
Let me mention who the artist of the month is first. The artist of the month for this month is Silent Majority.
It is.
Silent Majority is a Swiss rap and hip hop group.
Yeah.
Founded in 1994. They were produced by Getz, your friend.
Joshua, yes. Joshua Gertz, yes.
They were considered turntable pioneers at the forefront of Swiss hip hop.
Yeah.
Silent Majority are unusual within the scene, defining themselves as funky multilinguals and rap in a mixture of English, Jamaican patois, French, Spanish, and Swahili.
Yeah. So it's a really, really cool sound, which you're going to have to wait till next week to find out unless you listen on your own, which is why we bring up these artists of the months. So you will listen on your own.
Because there are, I don't know how many records they have. It said after their last album in 1998, they split up. They were active from 94 to 98.
Yes.
So that is your artist of the month. And that is for May of 2025.
Indeed.
And we will bring you a Silent Majority record next week.
We will.
But this week's record of the week,
kind of took
because
priority.
It was just released, kind of took priority. We talked about it in Woo News. It is Wu-Tang Clan and Mathematics with Black Samson, the Bastard Swordsman.
Indeed. And every song on here has more plays than any single song, or probably any song, all the songs combined on the Dead at Birth album.
Yes. I have 12 tracks on this record.
As do I.
Track number 1, performed by Corrupt and Ralph McDaniels.
And Brady
Sucker
Watt.
Free City, huh?
And Brady Watt.
Okay, I didn't have Brady Watt in there. So, Sucker Free City, track 1.
This is a super mathematics LP.
Hey, check this shit out, man. We done been to the sky and back. You understand me? Walking on clouds to the ground. Fuck that shit, my nigga. We riding, you dig? We done made it through it all, my nigga. We done went through the 90s, survived. We done went through 2000. We still here. We still pushing. Mathematics, Groove, Corrupt Young Gotti, Dog Pound, DPG, Dad Snoopy, Superfly.
Track number 2, performed by Raekwon, Inspect the Deck, Capadonna, and Clifford Smith Jr., professionally known as...
That's the last time I'm going to do it.
It should be Method Man Dingo, but it's not. It's just Mandingo.
Which we did as an older than new.
We did.
The Mandingo style takes a strong back and total breath control. If properly mastered, one's skin becomes impervious to swords, spears, and fire, even bullets. Ultimately, one becomes invincible.
I like to see if you can match my deadly Shaolin technique.
Flight fist.
Right.
Chef Sharpen's blade. Scorpion's right.
You bastard.
Oh, shit. My design is like fine wine.
Andre Porter spell now, yo.
Track number 3, You God, Cool G Rap and RZA, Lion's Roar, subtitled The Lion's Pit.
Fuck you talking about? Dawn, Mathematics, Killer Allen. Yeah, fuck all my enemies. I catch you coming out the hallway again. I'ma smack rock inside of your jaw, nigga. Bang, bang, you dead, nigga. Word up, that's my word, yo. Stupid.
Some hardship for convicts getting messy in the marsh pit. Groupie chicks take hits over Led Zeppelin guitar picks. Talk shit, then I speak with an iron stick. Instincts I rely on quick. Welcome to the Lion's Pit.
Welcome to the Lion's Pit.
Track number 4, Method Man, Ghostface Killer, and Nicole Buss with Claudine.
You ever feel that pain? When you lose someone that's so much dear to your heart, knowing that you'll never get those moments back. Wish them you could bring them back, just to hug them and just hold them and kiss them one time.
Mathematics.
I forgot to see what's real. Living in this pain kept my mind muted and find love. You think it's fine to play with love what I have left.
I don't remember if we did that as an old to the new or not.
I don't think we did. Track number 5, Raekwon and Inspector Deck with Shaolin vs. Llama.
It's like a llama get.
How dare you challenge me?
Only one L.
My tiger.
That's all you get.
Track number 6, Inspector Deck, Jizza and Capadonna, Executioners from Shaolin.
I'm sure I'm going to get notifications for playing this.
Oh, I'm sure.
You're nothing but killers. I'm a professional. I do what I'm trained to do. So you killed them. Not my fault. They should have trained harder. Now, if you excuse me, I've more men to kill. Damn you, bastard!
Allah, man, foot on the gas. This slap like Nana when you talk back, fall back. You want smoke? Feel a contact. Kill a small chat, put it in the contract. I really work lunchbox with the hard hat. Coast to coast, LA to Chicago. Cross the north to south,
2 kilo.
Track number 7, Raekwon and Master Killer with Cleopatra Jones.
Something illegal. Don't do it.
My name is Cleopatra Jones.
Oh, mama.
I'm from Sumatra.
Yeah, that explains all your exoticness.
Exoticness? That's cute. I never heard that before.
Yeah. Blow up the branches, kid. Yeah. Pass me that wool hat. Yeah. And that cold glass of Lacado over there. Go right there. Yeah.
Track number 8, Benny the Butcher and Method Man with Warriors 2, Coolie High.
Everybody's starving in the street. It's my turn. Nothing goes on unless I'm involved. No record deals, no studio time, no streaming. You sell a mixtape out of your man's trunk, we want in. You hear me? We want in. Nothing goes on unless Griselda and Wu-Tang are involved. You think you live long enough to spend that money, you fucking...
Nice. Track number 9, Let's Do It Again. This is RJ Payne, 38 Special, Willie the Kid, and RZA.
I believe that's like pizza.
A world premiere.
No, that's pizza.
A world premiere. A world premiere. This is a Super Mathematics Blast.
Super Mathematics Blast.
Jet rap savage, I'm back at it, I'm bagging up. It's pain in mathematics, now add it up. Bad habits, black ratchets, it's bad enough. Tripod long as a craftmatic, I'm macking up.
I also don't want to play a ton of this. I want people to go listen to it.
Yes. Track number 10, Capadonna, You God, and Master Killer with Dolomite.
Way down in the jungle deep. We're not going to get to have much fun because we got to cut you off.
Track number 11. We didn't have an intro, but we have an outro called Trouble Man.
And then another song after the outro.
And then a song after that, yes.
So you tell John he's got an intro on one and an outro on the other.
Mm-hmm. Final track on this record, track number 12, Crooked Eye, Capadonna, and Nicole Buss with Charleston Blue, Legend of a Fighter.
It's a sun, moon, and star. It's a man, woman, and child.
It's your love that makes me better, faster to love you the way you need me to.
Spins like a vinyl. Let me set the record straight. My heart was steady break. Every time your breakfast plate was featherweight, cause should be better except it ain't. The ghetto's a septic tank.
Not a bad record.
No, not at all.
Black Samson, The Bastard Swordsman, which is a collaborative studio album by Wu-Tang Clan and Mathematics. So
Yes.
it's technically both of them.
Right. It's not like the Silver Rings one.
Right. So that is your record of the week for episode 587. Being that it is still new, there are singles off of it credited, but they haven't had time to chart yet.
Right. Like Mandingo and Claudine.
Yes. Yes. Because it's only been out for, 16 days?
Not even. Technically, it's been out 3 days streaming.
Uh-huh.
Prior to that, it was only on vinyl since Record Store Day.
Record Store Day was what? The 12th?
Yeah,
Roughly.
it was the day I went to the hockey game.
Yes. So there you have it. The singles so far that were released were Claudine, Mandingo, and Warriors 2 Cooley High. Claudine was actually released October 20th of 2023.
Yeah, I remember that one. I said I didn't remember if we had it as an old or the new, but I remember us covering it in Woo News.
Yes. Mandingo was released March 7th of this year, and then Warriors 2 Cooley High was April 11th
It
of
was
this
recent,
year.
yeah.
So
there's a video for that one.
That is your record of the week for episode 587. Your one and done was something that happened. Dead at Birth.
It's one of those albums that we played once.
Genesis of a Madman, Book 1. If you are inclined to play that again, then good on you.
I would rather play Book 2.
Yes. Artist of the Month, Silent Majority. Go check them out so that you can get a little bit of information on them prior to us more than likely playing a record from them, unless we get a surprise release during the course of this week.
Who knows?
Which you never know. But
Cool Keith hasn't dropped an album in like a week and a half.
Yeah, it's been a long time. And before we take our final break, we do indeed have an old of the new.
We do.
Our old of the new for episode 587. Friend of the show, Focus.
Yes.
With Ed O.G.
Yes.
Featuring Rel. This is called Put My Soul in It.
Every bar is perfectly crafted to the T. I take my time with it, ain't no rushing, it's here with me. Since an adolescent, knew exactly where I would be. I paid a lot of dues, you see now, I get a fee. I put my heart and soul in it. I'm a lieutenant, Edo's the captain, together we finna get it. Always play my part and then some. Went above and beyond, that's with or without the income. Mercy, mercy me, focused on the victory. I'm trying to stay out the way, remain distraction free. I'm a child of the ghetto with vision and aspirations. Learned in the streets with school acting education. Gotta take them bumps and bruises, that's the process. It ain't easy, but we gon' grind regardless, one way or another, cause no one loves a quitter. I speak from the heart, so I always deliver.
Every day I wake up thankful for another opportunity to get dough. With the gifts I've been given, I can touch souls and make the most high smile wherever I go. Hey, so when I go, I put my soul in it. Everything that I do, I put my soul in it.
Yeah.
Tomorrow, ain't promise,
Listen, my first album was in 91. Timely, son, grimy. Another you can't find me one. You stay sinning, we stay winning. Stay grinning, records stay spinning. You play pretending, wavy surfing. You stay swimming, bells stay ringing. Your lights dimming, the mic singing. Y'all sour like a lemon. It's not beginner's luck, it's just a beginning. I fight time, write rhymes in the morning or the nighttime. Now is not the right time. Toss you a lifeline, vinegar or rice wine. Delayed flight time, you can rebook on Priceline. Me and my girl have a nice time. Mind your business, don't try to play Superman and fight crime. I see a plague, watch out for locusts. Yo, you better watch out for Edo and Focus.
Every day I wake up thankful for another opportunity to get dough. With the gifts I've been given, I can touch souls. Make the most high smile wherever I go. Hey, so when I go, I put my soul in it. Everything that I do, I put my soul in it. Cause tomorrow ain't tomorrow. No. Every day I wake up thankful for another opportunity to get dough. With the gifts I've been given, I can touch souls and make the most high smile wherever I go. Hey, so when I go, I put my soul in it. Everything that I do, I put my soul in it. Cause tomorrow ain't promised, no. Tomorrow ain't promised, no. That's why I put my soul in everything. So when I wake up, I'll be grateful and thankful to get to the door. Every day I wake up thankful for another opportunity to get dough. With the gifts I've been given, I can touch souls and make the most high smile wherever I go. Hey, so when I go, I put my soul in it. Everything that I do, I put my soul in it. Cause tomorrow ain't promised, no. Every day I wake up thankful for another opportunity to get dough. With the gifts I've been given, I can touch souls and make the most high smile wherever I go. Hey, so when I go, I put my soul in it. Everything that I do, I put my soul in it. Cause tomorrow ain't promised, no.
Cranky's right. We have had quite a musical adventure tonight.
We have.
That was a nice little palate cleanser for the music portion of the program. Ed O.G. featuring friend of the show Focus and Rel with Put My Soul in It. You're old to the new for episode 587. That was a really, really good track. I enjoyed that.
It was. You know, I haven't found anything that Focus brought us that I haven't liked so far.
No, he's got a pretty good track record with us. So
yeah.
Let's hope
so. Anything Focus has done that we don't like, we don't know about it. So
that's right. So go and check that out if you want to listen to it again. The link is in the show notes. You can click on that. There's a YouTube video. I'm sure if you just search for Ed OG and Focus, put my soul in it, it will take it to you. And he was a very cool interview.
Yes, he was.
That's true. We're going to take our final break of the evening. When we come back, it is time for the one and only Bill Reed's Lyrics on Mr. Throwback Thursday, episode 587.
Now check it out.
Check what out? Yo, check this out.
Yo, microphone check 1, 2. What is this? The 5-foot assassin with the roughneck business.
Yo, it's your man Fife Dog from ATCQ, and you're listening to my homie Mr. Throwback Thursday. One love, Dear Dilla, all day. Put it on, play that, rewind it, play it again.
You wanted just to fight for, but you still don't know the half. I sport New Balance sneakers to avoid a narrow path. Messing around with this against the size of them. I never.
But it starts with Bill.
I'm Bill S. Preston.
It's called reading. Top to bottom, left to right. Group words together as a sentence. Take Tylenol for any headaches. Midol for any cramps.
Most people probably don't listen to the lyrics, but they should.
Welcome to Bill Reed's Lyrics.
Hello. This is Bill Reed's Lyrics. It is an educational discussion of artistic expression and creativity of modern lyricists. Bill may recite explicit or offensive language. Professional supervision is suggested for sensitive listeners. The average views and opinions within these lyrics are not necessarily those of Mr. Throwback Thursday or its hosts, and will be in the area of 160 WPMs. We hope that you will find our presentation precise, humor heavy, and just right. Thanks.
Welcome back, Mr. Throwback Thursday, episode 587. It is indeed time for the properly disclaimed Bill Reed's Lyrics.
It is most definitely time. It is most definitely disclaimed. Doesn't make it any better.
I was going to say, does it have a reason to be?
Yes.
Because
as some of you may have heard earlier, we took our lyrics this week from the one and done.
Oh, good God.
So I'm going to send this your way.
Yay.
In the private shizette.
Like we said, it's one of the 51 tracks by this name. Where are we going?
Verse 1, and I guess you could call it a chorus. I don't really know if that's a chorus, but whatever.
Verse 1, is that the crazy MC according to this?
Yes, that is. It's Mick Crazy.
Mick Crazy. Yes. Very nice. That's almost as good as pound.
Almost, yes.
Mick Crazy. We loosely translated.
Mick Hashtag. I don't know.
Apparently that's MC Loco,
Indeed.
not Mick Crazy.
Don't you know he's loco?
he's loco, man.
All right. So with no type of ado.
I hate this.
Sesame Street Grover Styley, whether nearer or further, we will cue what we affectionately refer to as the motherfucking piano.
Now, what can I say about Renee? Beside that, she likes to suck dick every day. A brown skin with a body too flat. But the best thing about Renee is that she likes it in the backside. While I'm about to bust a nut. Ooh, shit. How you like it on your snatch? She likes it when you talk dirty to her. Some of you know. If you decide you want to screw her, please let me warn you about the fun to go and do her. Sticking yo dick in Renee is like sticking it in a sewer. The doggy style, she won't budge. Bend over her and start packing a fudge. She'll guarantee to lose control. She got 2 holes, one to get hot. You'll better think the asshole. If you listen, this is what they say. Renee, sweet Renee, wash out your bush and come out and play. 'Cause this is about time that let's do the nasty, Renee.
Quality lyrics going on there.
Half of them were question marks because I couldn't figure out what it was.
What up, Ronnie? Sorry, I didn't want to interrupt Bill. I saw you were there earlier.
Yes.
Ronnie and I go way back to when we were both young in the Navy.
Yes.
Ronnie's
That's a long time ago then.
Yes. Ronnie's a world traveler now, but he was the best spades partner I had.
That's saying something. You've had a lot of spades partners.
No, me and Ronnie used to kill him.
See, I could never play spades. I'm not smart enough. But that was almost as good as Dead at Birth.
Almost. As great Charles Barkley once said,
between that and the one and done, the hat has been changed. I think we just need to put this one out of its misery.
As the great Charles Barkley once said, it was just terrible. So since you have changed from Bill to Phil, I would appreciate it if you would please take us the fuck home.
Gladly. Mr. Throwback Thursday, episode 587, brought to you in part by our good friends at Magic Mind. Get your Magic Mind with a new throwback code. It is at magicmind.com/throwback May. That's throwback MAY. You get 20% for one-time purchases and up to 48% off for subscriptions with our code throwback May, which is also how you get to the special anyway. Magicmind.com/throwback May and use the code throwback May at checkout. Def Rugs, defrugs.com, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all at Def Rugs. Handmade, high-quality, hip-hop themed rugs brought to you by the original Ruggy Fresh, Marshall Fox, and his associate, the Green-Eyed Bandit, Eric Sermon. Go get yourself a Def Rug and get your hip-hop on your feet.
Got my Mr. Throwback Thursday one right over there.
Mm-hmm. Our good friend Heather Lent up in Schenectady, New York, is the proprietor and owner of the Bittersweet Candy Company. So that makes her... She makes candy and chocolate that is handmade, small batch, different, and delicious. Go check them out on Facebook and order at bittersweetcandy.com. Use our code THROWBACK to save 10% off your order at the Bittersweet Candy Company. Great stuff.
It's worth full price, but if you can get it at a discount, that's a deal.
Even better. Melted Mike's, MLTDMICS, meltedmikes.com. Our code MR Throwback Thursday saves you 10% off those hip-hop themed t-shirts brought to you by our good friend Pumice T. Mendola. Head to Melted Mike's at MLTDMICS.com and get yourself a hip-hop themed t-shirt today.
He also has a brand new coffee mug that just came in while we were recording. I got a notification.
Really?
Yes, it is. Let me see if I can get it on the screen.
I can see it.
It's not like my sugar with coffee and cream.
Well, there you go. That is a perfect thing to put on a mug.
It is a little intergalactic coffee mug.
And social media network for the show. Don't forget to visit us at mrthrowbackthursday.com, the homepage for everything Mr. Throwback Thursday. You can leave us a voice message by clicking the little microphone that says hit us up. You can also check out everything there is to check out on the page, including the Posse Wall of Fame, the show notes, anything that you could possibly want to know about us. Go follow us on our socials as well. On Twitter, we are at _MR_TBT for Jamie and Bill _MR_TBT for me. That is also my Instagram handle, Jamie on Instagram at MR Throwback Thursday. If you are so inclined, you can Go to @MR Throwback Thursday on TikTok and follow us there. We push little snippets of the show. You can also look for my reposts on those things too.
Yeah, don't be mad if the Mr. Throwback Thursday account doesn't follow you, because
it doesn't follow
anybody because it doesn't want to be on TikTok.
Right. So go check that out. You can also like our Facebook page, Mr. Throwback Thursday, and home of the TBT Posse, where everything started here. Check us out every Thursday morning, 10 a.m. Eastern on Fresh Radio at itsfreshradio.com. The YouTube channel @MRTBT. Go there, click on the subscribe button, click on the little bell that lets you know when we are available. We do currently have a subscriber push going on.
We do. I'm going to give something away out of the prize box. I have not determined what it is yet. And I don't know how I'm going to determine who it is, because I don't want to do a whole wheel thing. I may do, I'll ask Bill to pick a number, and then I'll just count down, that number of subscribers, and that's who will win. I don't know yet. But you're going to get something. Somebody's going to get something.
We will be pushing for YouTube subscribers for the next few weeks. So look for our notice on the socials. If you're not a subscriber, please become one.
Yeah. Then just go over
and then tell your friends.
Yes. And they'll tell 2 friends. And we'll have,
and tell them that Bill reads lyrics every week. And if nothing else, you don't want to miss that. So
and I try to put that up on YouTube as
on the shorts. Yeah.
So I can at least get people to go, what did he say? I can't put that on the Tiki Taki because they get mad.
Unless you beep it out.
Yes, which I've done that too.
Which I think makes it funnier.
It's a lot of extra work.
It is. I know it is, but it made it a lot funnier.
Okay, good.
So go check those things out.
Yes.
You can also send us emails if you are so inclined at mrthrowbackthursday@gmail.com.
Yes.
Shout outs time.
Yay.
Shout outs to the owner of the one of one who finally got her mug when she got back from her honor flight, Gail Dunmeyer, as well as Manny Baez and Sarah Henderson and John Henderson and Hugo Gonzalez and Sanket Patel and Clay Arsenault and the Shrieking Warrior Jennifer Buchanan, Jason Heath, Jessica Walker, Shane Hatley, Ahoy Mateys Captain Ricky Schnarr, Mr. Cranky Pants, Brian Hollenbeck, the legendary Kevin Van Buren, Robert Jeffroy, Win with Ken Elsfelder, Kate Harvey, Catherine Liska, Wanda Calamia and Gunther, and Lion Linwood L. They get mentioned every week because
I got 5 on it.
Or more.
You want to get your name mentioned every week? Become a patron. Go to patreon.com/MRTBT or go to MrThrowbackThursday.com. Find that little link that says become a patron. Takes you right there, too. Don't forget our friends. As always, check out 1980s Now. Will, Cat, and John. Check out Anthony, Imran, and Rug Boy over at Jock and Nerd Podcast. Talking Ty was here earlier tonight.
Yes.
I don't know if she's still here or not, but she was here earlier. She has her show, the What's the Word podcast with Brooklyn Ty NYC.
Indeed.
Hardest working turntablist in the world, DJ B, on itsfreshradio.com, where you can get the world premiere of each episode of our show, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Wednesday nights.
Yes, you don't have to wait until Thursday mornings.
You don't. Get the Fresh Radio app for your phone and check it out there.
Yeah, because we can't be reading Bill reads lyrics at 11:30 a.m. in the mall.
No.
Boss lady gets a little worried about things like that. Yeah.
Yes. Well, she wouldn't if you didn't keep picking the
well, I told her, I said it's beneficial for the store because people will go, what in the hell is it? Well, you can find that album right over there.
You get that Fresh Radio app for your phones. As we said, we're also on Wild One Radio at wildoneradio.com. It's 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. They don't play that in the mall, so we can be on that early.
Right.
Don't forget to subscribe, rate, review, all of that good stuff.
Yes, that's important.
Go find us and share the good word.
Also important.
Yes. Important for those who listen. We have a special recording schedule this week.
Yeah. So if you are here now, it's on Friday night. If you're listening on Thursday, it's tomorrow.
So we will be back on Friday night.
8 p.m. Eastern on Friday this week.
Okay. So that being said, subscribe, rate, review, all that good stuff. Find us, share the good word, take good care of yourselves, wash your hands,
wash your butt,
And until next time, keep it classic.
And like Kool Keith said, the Wicked Witch passed by the window on a broom. I'm in the bathroom playing with a raccoon.
And always remember,
new school stale, old school fresh.